Hello, this is Lisa Shea, and these instructions are for making a money origami butterfly. You can use any dollar bill denomination you wish, or euros or other currency that are about the same shape, or you can use pieces of paper or origami paper that are cut into the shape of a dollar bill. So for this example, I'm making a money origami butterfly with expensive bills for a special wedding present, but you can of course use single dollar bills for a tip for a waitress, or you can use regular pieces of paper if your aim is solely to make something pretty but that does not have a dollar bill as part of it. So you need 2 bills of any denomination, or you can use paper if you want to use just paper. You need a pipe cleaner. Some people say that pipe cleaners aren't part of traditional origami, but traditional origami says to use any sort of decoration that you want in creating your origami thing, so pipe cleaners are fine. Or you could use a paper substitute if you want to use something that's just paper. And those are the components you need. So we're going to start with one of the bills. Fold it in half lengthwise, so the long end to the long end, and give it a nice sharp crease. This is going to fold for the top half of the butterfly, so the top left wing and the top right wing. You want to give sharp creases here because these are going to fold all of the little wiggly folds in the wings. Now we're going to fold one of the end points in to the center line that we created with that fold. So fold it over into a triangle shape, and again give it a sharp crease. This will give the pointed shape to the end of the wing. Fold the second point in to the center line. You don't need to be exactly at the center. The aim of this is just to give the wings a nice shape. Fold the third corner into the center line and give that a nice crease. And then fold the fourth point into the center line. So again, this is for the top half of the butterfly wing that we're giving it a pointed shape to the corners of the wing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start folding the accordion fold, or the wiggly fold that you see, which makes up the butterfly's wings. So you can see there where it goes in and out and in and out. We're going to start on the side that has the folds on it and fold over the top edge a quarter of the way. It's just a little past the white on most dollar bills, or on a piece of paper it's just about a quarter of the way in. And again, this doesn't have to be exact, we're just making a wiggly fold and it doesn't matter exactly how it wiggles. Then fold it on the opposite side and fold it over again. So now we've got 2 layers of our accordion fold, and give it a sharp crease so that it holds it. And you can see there how it's a 2-layer fold now. And then turn it over and do a 3rd layer fold. This is how you do fans and many other shapes in origami. So now there's 3 layers in the fold, and then turn it over and do the 4th layer of the fold. And now you've come all the way up to that center line that you've made. So now you've got up and down and up and down. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Start with the folded side up and fold over a quarter of the way and make a nice sharp crease. So you can see you've got 1 layer there, and then turn it over and do another quarter of the fold and then give it a sharp crease. So now you've got 2 layers. Turn it over and do the 3rd layer of the fold and give it a sharp crease. So now we've got 3 layers, and now turn it over again and do the 4th layer of the fold. And now you've reached again the center line. So now just fold it in half on that center line where you already had the fold, and you can see you've got a traditional accordion fold, which many kids use to make mustaches and hair ribbons and all sorts of different kinds of things. So it's fluffy on the ends, and this is the top of the butterfly. Now we are going to work on the bottom half of the butterfly shape. So again, take another bill of any denomination or a piece of paper cut into the size of a bill. First we're going to fold each of the 2 sides in a small amount. It doesn't really matter how much you fold them in. The real purpose here is that the bottom half of the butterfly be smaller than the top half, so that it gives it a nice proportional shape. So however much you want to fold them in is fine. And then fold it over in half. So now we've got a half fold with the side folds on the inside. Once again, we're going to fold the 4 corners in to the center point. So we fold one corner in to that center line to make a triangle. Fold the second corner in to the center line. And again, this doesn't have to be precise or exactly to the center because its purpose is really just to make the edges of the butterfly's wings be diagonal, and it doesn't have to be a perfect match. It's just making it a little pretty. So we get all 4 of the edges in so that they are all on diagonal points. And now we are going to start the accordion folds. So really we are doing the exact same thing that we did last time, where we are going to make 4 folds to fold this into quarters. So with the fold side up, we start moving it a quarter in. And again, on most dollar bills, that's the white border mark, but you can just do a quarter if you're doing plain pieces of paper or you're doing euros or other types of monetary instruments. So we've got 2 folds. We fold it over and do 3 folds. And we fold it over and do 4 folds. And now we've reached the center line of the dollar bill or piece of paper. So now we go over to the other side. And we do 1 fold. That's about a quarter of the way. And we do 2 folds. And then we do 3 folds. And then we do 4 folds. And we've reached the center line again. So now you can see that we've got these 2 sets of layers on either side of the center line. And then we just fold it in half around that center line where we already had the crease in there. And we have formed the traditional mustache or bow tie or hair bow from all sorts of children's games. So now we've got the smaller one, which is the bottom part of the butterfly, and then the larger one, which is the top part of the butterfly. You can see both of those here. So the top part and then the bottom part. Now what we're going to do is we're going to connect these together. You can use a pipe cleaner. You can use a paper straw if you want everything to be 100% paper. You can use a rubber band or a hair band or a twist tie. There are all sorts of different things that you can use. It is completely up to you what you use to connect them together. Some people want it to be all paper because they think origami is solely about paper. Some people are quite happy to use whatever other items come to mind. So now we've got the bottom part and the top part wrapped together. I'm just going to fluff them out a little bit to give them some dimension. Now we're going to curl up the antennas. So the antennas have little curly parts. You can get pipe cleaners at pretty much any craft store. Or if you want to get paper straws, they have paper straws at most craft stores or at many kinds of party stores. They of course have hair bands at pretty much any drugstore if you want to use a hair band instead. You can make the antennas as long or short as you want. These always remind me of Dr. Seuss and his Who's of Whoville. The butterfly is a symbol of transformation in many cultures because obviously it goes from a caterpillar shape to a butterfly shape. So this is the perfect present for people who are getting married as they transform into their married life, or the transformation of graduating or getting your first job, the transformation of having a new baby and moving from being a standalone person into the parent of a child. So there are many different reasons to have butterflies in your life. They are also perfect for hanging from trees for Christmas ornaments or for gluing to the front of a card to give to someone as a card. So not only is it a pretty card, but it's also a useful present that they can use to pay their rent or to pay their education bills or whatever else you are giving it to them. You can visit lisashea.com for much more information on the history of origami and instructions. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions at all, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.